Hey guys, I just wanted to show you quickly where we're at with trimming weeds in the garden. So actually, Amon asked Aniba to work on this the other day while we ran to town. So he remained clearing for this flower bed, although he took more than what I would have taken in terms of grass. But it's good. It will take time until the grass creeps back up to the cycad, and hopefully we'll get on top of it before it gets there. And the cycad suffered dryness. I know it was raining, but before the rain it really suffered dryness, so the bottom leaves are not looking healthy. But yeah, you can now see the rose nicely. It's growing, and this side it's still the same, and it's basically the same thing. He cleared for these plants to kind of pop out, and I can't wait again until the rose bushes have got tall. And then as terms of the weeds, we're really not on top of them yet. The grass is still tall. It's not as green as the other day because we had a heat wave. And come and see. So he ended up weeding for the cabbage himself, and he worked a full day here, and it was a hot day, and I kept saying to him he needs to quit and come in the house because it was extremely hot, and he kept going. Look at how big this cabbage is. And there's my neighbor's chickens in my yard. Hey, Ale. Usually when the dogs they are sleeping right now actually, but normally when they hear us chasing chickens, they come running, and they basically look at the chicken trying to go through the diamond mesh. Hey, you will choke yourself. Ale, let's go back. Ale, backwards. Back. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on, don't be Anyways. Wow, the dogs were so clever. They normally chase the chickens. This time, Moana, no. Hey, back, Bella. They normally, back. Come on, let's go. And this dog belongs next door too. But it pretty much lives here because it follows our dogs. So what we need to do, it's one of Moana's former puppies. We need to close up once our water finishes and we can get the Jojo tank back in our yard. Yeah, he is one of Moana and Fiki's puppies too. And we gave it to our neighbors while they lived in town. Now they've moved here and semi-moved, not entirely. They're moving things because they're moving here soon. So anyway, he comes here because he comes to play with our dogs. Now there's 4 dogs again when we tried to get the house a bit quieter with the dogs. I've now forgotten. I was trying to show you where he cleared the garden. So he cleared, as you can see, he weeded, and you can literally see this vegetable now because when I was recording it, I missed it among the weeds. It's rape. Yeah, we still need to get rid of the section. I don't know if he'll do it or he'll hire someone. He kept talking about hiring someone and then he did it himself. And we had a heat wave and praying that these broccolis are going to do well. So apparently the person who gave us the seedling says this takes 100 days plus. So I don't know how much longer to go, but I'm praying that the broccoli gets ready soon because we had a heat wave and it hit the jam squash. As you can see, the leaves had gone brown, and if you don't really have water yourself, it's like the best way to survive the heat wave is just to get on top of the watering. Even the day before Amon had watered, he woke yesterday in the afternoon when he was coming to water the garden. He was surprised to see the squash were hit by the heat. So yeah, he wasn't pretty pleased because the person who gave us the seedling as well, he's doing research because this is a new seed that he was basically playing with, and he wanted to come and see. He was supposed to come and see early in the week, but he didn't make it. But he wanted to come and see, and this is not a good state in which to see this. Yeah, but the squashes normally will recover. And they normally recover. They're like the African squash. They'll normally recover and carry on. So, I mean, the flowers are still good. So if we can get a few more fruits, and you can see how it was doing, but it's unfortunate that it got hit by the heat wave. Anyways, hey, it's Friday. I'm preparing for children for tomorrow. I've just finished doing laundry, and I've finished cleaning the house. I've got some pumpkin leaves to fix to get rid of the rough part of the pumpkin leaf before they get too soft. My neighbor blessed us with those this morning, and yeah, this is the leaves, pumpkin leaves that we got given by the neighbors. Look how much they are. It's a lot. So I'm going to basically, you're supposed to remove, have a look. You see this thorny thing? You're supposed to remove it. It goes all the way to the leaf. And the idea is to remove it when the leaves are still soft. So this morning I was busy since they gave us the leaves this morning. So I've been busy since, and I'm only taking a break. I'm not really taking a break. It was hot outside, and I was basically doing laundry in the house, and I was doing it in this space. I'm yet to mop the house. But the leaves are urgent because if they get soft, they won't be easy to peel. That check. Even though the hard chairs are covered, the fairy members of our family require that I still cover them because this morning we're watering outside and muddy paws we're getting back on the chairs. Oh, did I mention to you that the chairs are covered? The chairs are covered. I might have recorded that with Amon's phone. I'm not sure, but I think it's this one. The chairs are covered and they came this morning, and it is a long story, and the driver brought them a week later than they were supposed to arrive because we covered the chairs and we paid for the chairs, and then Amon paid the driver half down to bring them back when they were ready. The guy finished within like a couple of days, and then he said he would, but the whole week he's been phoning and apologizing that he's been going to town and forgetting. And the reason why we covered them is because when the floor was a lot more rough than what it is now, they were plowed by a lot of dust. Yeah, so they actually like completely stripped them. They put new stuffing and they put what you call a new fabric. So we had to go and shop for the fabric. So Amon showed him this. The workmanship is not the best. Amon showed it's not even. It started off wider and it got narrow over here. And then Amon asked him, because he showed me the photos of the chairs when he had done an errand in town, and he showed me how they look like, and I could see from the photo, and I said, but this side is narrow. And he says, yeah, I actually talked to the guy, and he said he was going to fix it, but because Amon was leaving, and he figured the next time he sees us, we'll be picking up the chairs, he never actually fixed it. And now someone else was even picking up the chairs. So anyways, the chairs were by him. They were taking up his storage space. Mona, move, girl. They're taking up his storage space, and he was calling because he was worried they were getting dusty. And for sure, all of them, they have these brown spots. You can see they were getting dust on them. But anyways, I don't know how I feel about the chairs because the workmanship is not the best. So these chairs were already hand covered before this time. We bought it from someone. I don't know if he made them or he hand covered them. Actually, Amon bought them when we engaged. And you see, this is not smooth, but this is not, I'm not worried about this. Like you can see these staples, but on the other chairs it's a lot more than that. Like, look at these ones here. There were multiples of staples. And I said to, so Amon said to me while he was in town, he says the staples were exposed. And I said to the guy, he should do it in a way that you don't see the staples, because the other time they were handmade, but you could see the staples. I mean, you couldn't see the staples. So he was basically saying, if the other person can make them without showing staples, surely they can be made without showing staples. And he asked them to, but they didn't. So we're saying to ourselves, one day when we have money and we've got no pressure for finances, we're going to recover them again, take them to someone else. Yeah, anyways, just a rant. But I'm still covering because these buggers, there are too many. There are too many, and we don't want to go back to dusty chairs. Guys, this is what I was trying to explain to you about the pumpkin leaves. So because they are quite rough, if you want to eat them smooth, which is how we eat them, basically, you peel the top layer of the stem, and it goes all the way to the leaf. So you keep peeling this, and then when you finish peeling all of them, that's when you're going to basically start I'm not peeling nicely. You're going to start yeah, chopping them to cook. So yeah, if they stay too long, if they sit too long and they get soft, it becomes a little bit of a mission to peel. Let me see if I can do it right here. Like that, basically. That's what you're removing. So the rough part, the thorns are on that little skin that you peel off. And if you don't take them out, you'll feel it when you eat it. It won't be the same. So, yeah. Anyways, just showing you a little bit of how things are done in Africa. I never did experience pumpkin leaves until I came to Zim, by the way. In Bots, they are eaten in the north of the country. I know Kalanga people eat them, and we've been out of the loop. We've been missing out because the leaves are quite creamy. They're very delicious. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching the channel. Until next time, see ya. That's basically what I'm throwing out. I'm eating leftovers of last night's supper, guys. The pumpkin leaves and fresh cream. Oh my word, it was absolutely delicious. And what is delicious must be repeated. So this is breakfast today, and yeah. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Until next time, bye bye.